Amber. Hi, everyone. Happy Friendsgiving. I'm Pippi in a top hat. I have a co-op partner. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Gymnast86. I notably do not have a top hat, and am therefore, unfortunately, less cool. But I also play Skyward Sword Randomizer, and specifically, me and Pippi play way too much Skyward Sword Randomizer. So
we sure do.
we figured we would do this on GDQ Hotfix again.
Yeah. So if anybody's unfamiliar, the general setup of co-op is that we are running on separate consoles. This is all done on like a actual console. We have actual Wiimotes, and we are running though the same randomizer seed, so we will find the same items in the same locations, and we are sharing information with each other in interest of trying to finish the seed collectively as fast as possible, and we call time when the second player defeats Demise. So hopefully we'll engage in teamwork and dividing and conquering and all that. Did I miss anything?
It sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds accurate to me.
For those of you who maybe never seen Skyward Sword Randomizer before, the general goal, as Pippi mentioned, is to defeat the final boss, Demise. To get to the final boss, we're going to have to get the Master Sword, the Goddess Harp, the 3 pieces of the Triforce, and we're going to have to beat the 4 required dungeons for this seed, which Fi is going to illuminate which ones those are for us once the seed actually starts. We will also be starting in a random location with random starting spawn, so we're probably not going to be in Link's bedroom, even though there is technically a chance of that.
There's always a chance.
Yeah, I believe that's everything.
Amber, would you like to do the honors and give us a countdown?
Absolutely. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. May the seed be kind.
We hope. We hope.
We are starting in Lanayru Gorge. All right.
I forgot that you have the custom top hat model.
Oh, I do. I accidentally saved. This does nothing.
All right, our dungeons are Skyview, Lanayru Mining Facility, Ancient Cistern, and Sandship.
All right.
Mark those off on our tracker. I guess specifically mark that those are actually active and not the ones that are off.
Yes.
We also will not have to go into any of the dungeons that we don't have to beat, so we will not be entering Earth Temple or Fire Sanctuary. I guess the Elven dungeons just really got shafted this seed. So.
Farin Woods before Moldarak. So what I'm doing right now is just exploring the sky and finding these little gossip stones that are littered about, and they're gonna have some helpful hints for us, and I'm gonna basically be information gathering while Jim can go immediately and start looking for our checks. We ideally would like to find a sword decently quickly. That makes a lot of things a lot faster if we can find it.
Yeah, so I also got one of the only things we can interact with in Lanayru, which is a gossip stone in the caves, which told us that Fledge's Crystals does not have anything, which is good, because that's a very annoying check to do, so we can mark off that one and not have to worry about it. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a useless item and 5 Gratitude Crystals. So Gratitude Crystals are basically the equivalent of the Ocarina of Time Skulltula tokens. You can turn them into the NPC Betrow to get rewards at certain amounts, usually in increments of 5, because you find them in packs of 5. Oh, hey, I found a beetle.
Oh, nice. Betrow before Clocktick, speaking of Gratitude Crystals.
All right, so we will be visiting Betrow for something. What it is yet to be determined.
Assumedly. The game will give us hints and tell us what is required sometimes, based on what it thinks is required. However, we do have the ability to sometimes go out of logic and do things that it doesn't expect. So we might not be following all the hints exactly as written. I can also mark off that we have left one.
Oh, I found claw shots. That's like the
Oh,
best item.
heck yes. We love
Oh,
that.
you love to see it.
Yeah, claw shots are just pretty unequivocally the like most useful item out of all of like the B wheel items in the randomizer. So very nice to get those early. Will make things much easier.
Yeah, you love your
Chandelier is
mobility early.
heart-shaped. So there are several harp-shaped objects we could pick up. This could be the actual harp, or it could be one of the many songs. It was Feor's Courage, so that opens up one of our trials. However, it also tells us when we pick it up a hint about what we would get for completing the trials. And you might remember the trials casually are quite scary. They're less scary in a speedrun context. However, we do not have to complete that trial, according to what that said. Sandy Retreat is dead.
Nice. That's another very annoying check.
It sure is, which is why we like it hinted. I'm also going to just go re-land in Lanayru to see what our starting spawn is before I go pick up my stuff.
Oh yeah, that's very fair. Because yeah, we started with the Amber Tablet, which because
I don't think I resemble that.
Oh.
We also
I didn't know I was a
with
tablet.
Amber. All right, Ancient Harbor. So you probably want to come here.
Yeah. Just mark that off. Your Sansi Docks. Okay. Yeah, so I also found a piece of the Triforce in Upper Skyloft. Upper Skyloft's kind of loaded. Our professor just casually had the power of the gods with him. I don't know how we got that, but he gave it to us, I guess, because he trusts us.
I forgot what that entrance was called. Okay, so I need inside goddess statue, the outside goddess statue, the bell, and Owlin.
Yes, and I also found 5 more gratitude crystals on Potion Lady. Means that I could rack up gratitude crystals to a count of 30.
Honestly,
In
it wouldn't
theory.
even be that slow for one of us to do that because we have claw shots and beetle at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and Rhina has
Oh,
a
sword! Oh my goodness, yes. So a sword is really great in Skyward Sword Randomizer specifically because we have this setting turned on that we colloquially like to call pinging because it make a ping sound, but it's actually called chest dowsing matches contents. So basically you can go into first person and pull out the sword and point it at a chest, and it's going to make a very loud sound if the randomizer thinks that you have to open that chest. Sometimes it's wrong, but it is often correct. So we do like to not have to open every single chest.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a dive here around the backside of Skyloft to enter what's known as the Waterfall Cave from behind, and using pinging, I can simply just point my sword around, and my sword will tell me if either of the chests in here are. So we can see that that one is, so I'll have to go up and get it after collecting the rupees in here. Oh, and finding another sword, never mind.
Oh,
Sword
yay!
and rupees.
You had first sword, now how about second sword?
We've had one, yes.
What about second sword? Oh wait, this was not the chest I wanted to open. I guess I'm getting a heart
Oh, you
piece.
just really wanted a piece of heart.
For the folks in For the folks in chat, or even the two of you, if y'all celebrate Thanksgiving, have you had second Thanksgiving yet? Where where you take all the leftovers and have basically another plate the next day? Because I've had my second Thanksgiving already.
It was offered to me. My parents were like, "Hey, do you want Thanksgiving leftovers? Please take them."
Please.
Alright, So I'm also gonna run all the way through Waterfall Cave after getting Beetle's Insect Cage, which is basically a quest item, so we don't know if it's actually necessary yet until we turn it in. But I wanted to go over here because there is a hint stone at the top of this island that will tell us more juicy information, probably.
Juicy.
Or it could tell us something that, like, we already got, but... the sky is on the path to Girahim 1. That's interesting.
That is interesting because so far what we found in the sky is access to the Farron trial.
Right. Oh, I did also find Din's power in Zelda's closet.
Oh, I missed that. I should go back for that.
There were a lot of things to collect, but I mean, yeah, we don't have access to that trial entrance anyway at the moment, so.
I think I'm just gonna go through Waterfall Cave forwards, since it was in the front chest that was Beetle's Beetle, yeah.
And then the sword was in the crawl space.
I just clocked after a couple of animations of Link facing the screen, I just noticed that your custom model Pippi has the like nail polish and lipstick, and I was like, oh my god, it's even better than I thought it was.
My custom model is quite extensive. I love it. I'll give a quick shout out to, it was made for me. Also, my custom bird, if you have not noticed, my custom bird is great. It was made for me by a Skyward Sword Randomizer community member named Ray Storm Thunder, who does a lot of great work in terms of custom models and stuff like that. If you would like to play the Skyward Sword Randomizer, first of all, you should, because it's fun. But second of all, you do have options of, like, obviously this is a custom pack, and you can make custom packs, but also people in the community have made and posted for download, like being able to play as Zelda and Oriel and like all sorts of fun stuff. There's like a lot of great sort of randomizations about self-expression you can put in, which is lovely. I'm a big fan.
Also, I will admit I did forget to check our Baron hints at the start. So, okay though, it's not anything we've done yet, but Volcano Summit, Skyloft Silent Realm, and the Farron Silent Realm are all Baron places. Baron hints are basically just the randomizer being like, hey, you don't have to check this area for items because there's nothing useful there. Which in this case, these are some pretty small areas. Each of the Silent Realms with these settings only has 4 checks.
Yes.
And the Volcano Summit region only has 2 checks. So we have eliminated 10 checks.
What was the first Silent Realm? You said
it was Skyloft and Farron.
Farron. So the Farron trial entrance that I got was not the Sky Path.
No, it was not.
Interesting. And that means you don't have to do Chandelier, which is kind of nice, because that check has a lot of cutscenes. It's like a pretty quick check, but like everything feels longer when you have to sit for a cutscene.
Yeah.
I am going to just grab 10 loose gratitude crystals, because while you get them in packs of 5, there's also 15 consistent locations where they are, which I'm going to grab a bunch of them really quickly if I can. There we go. Whee! Peek through the wall. And so those gratitude crystals are stashed there to make it so that if you were to like use your sword to douse for gratitude crystals, it would tell you that there are gratitude crystals inside these buildings. But we can just grab the dummies, and those count. So that was 4 right there. Nice and quick. I also haven't done Pero yet, so we're gonna talk to him. I have to talk to him and tell him that I have seen his sister, and I did not rescue her.
He will be so thankful that you did not rescue her, he will give you an item.
Yes. As is tradition. He gave me 20 bucks. Thanks, man. But he also has a gratitude crystal in his house, so I only need 5 more now.
And currently I'm just going through Lanayru's Sand Sea. There were no pings at Skipper's Retreat, and we got the hint that the chest inside of Skipper's Retreat was nothing, so we don't have to do anything there. So now I'm flying the Beetle around, picking up items that are not useful currently. And now I get to check the inside of Pirate Stronghold, which has 3 chests and also what we call Ancient Flower access. Because one of the checks on Skyloft is you give an ancient flower to Gondo at the bazaar, who in the vanilla game needs an ancient flower to repair Scrapper the robot. So if we can get an ancient flower, then he'll give us a check as well. And also, it looks like 1 chest of the 3 is pinging in here, so we want to go into the Pirate Stronghold here anyway.
Everybody can play along with making your guess as to how many ancient flowers Jim will find. Often, the answer is 0, which is incredibly unlikely, but he just is really unlucky at it.
Yeah, I don't know why I have terrible luck, specifically in this area, with getting ancient flowers, because there are, in theory, 2 spawns that happen right next to each other, which each have like a 50% chance of showing up, but a lot of the time for me, I just don't get either of them, which is
I usually get like 3, and Jim gets like 0.
See if that holds up here after I get the 1 ping.
I actually think like the sword ping thing is absolutely revolutionary for a Zelda randomizer. Like, holy buckets, why can't we have this in more randomizers?
I love it because it's so unique to Skyward Sword because what a concept. You can just use the motion controls and point it at things and it gives you information. Yeah. It's like, it has such a unique identity as a randomizer, and like, it was originally implemented because they couldn't find a clean way to make chess type matches contents work, which is like a very standard randomizer thing where the chest looks different. There's my spiral charge.
Probably the sky path.
Yeah, so the chest will look different based on what's in it, but because of how Skyward Sword treats chest opening animations, it's a lot harder to do technically in Skyward Sword. So people are like, hey, what if we did this dowsing thing? Wouldn't that be silly? And like, low-key, it's a great feature. I would not have it any other way. But I got the ability to charge with my bird, which is a fun ability to have. It's going to give me access to 2 checks in the sky, which, since we know that the one thing we picked up in the sky was not important, it's pretty likely that one of them will be. But because chest dowsing matches contents is great, I don't have to go all the way over to both of them unless they are... Oh no, just kidding, I do, because they are both important.
They're both pinging. Yeah, I also, I don't remember if I said it or not, I found another sword in Pirate Stronghold.
Oh! All right, let's see if I can... Down. Oh, we made it! Just barely, okay. Let's see what's at the fun one.
It's like, I didn't panic, you panicked.
More gratitude crystals. Speaking of gratitude crystals, I also found gratitude crystals on giving Gondo an ancient flower.
Okay.
And I have also found quite a bit of money, just in form of silver rupees, so I'll go and check Beetle's shop.
Enjoy capitalism! Here. I am poor!
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how important is money in this particular rando? Because I know that it can vary from game to game how important money is.
Yeah, pretty much only for Beetle's shop. Is what we need money for. You do technically also need like 100 rupees to get through like the Fledge's crystals check, because you need to buy 2 stamina potions for that. But we already know that check is dead. Oh, hey, the ruby tablet.
Yeah, you're gonna want that.
Yeah, I'm gonna want that.
So that's one of our 3 tablets in the game, and is gonna give me access to the Elden region. And the beginning of the Elden region is like one of the most check-dense areas in the game. So I would love to beeline it there, like, immediately. so that I can check all those checks. So, whoop, come on, bird. So that's
Also, for the folks folks at home who may be new to randomizers, the term check is like in standard Zelda fare, like anything that would be like a chest opening or like a key item or a quest received item. Those are what we call checks, like items that you pick up throughout the game. Not like necessarily your hearts or rupees lying around, although there are some randomizers that turn those into checks. That's if you really want to make somebody upset with the logic you've gone with. In like an archipelago or a multi-world. It's like, what are you doing? I turned on grass sanity. Every shred of every piece of grass is a check.
And now there are 6,000 checks. It's like, oh boy.
So, Skyward Sword Randomizer isn't too mean about that, unless you want to run HD. You want to run HD, my recent attempt took 11.5 hours.
Oh.
To be fair, you were also playing with pretty intense entrance randomizer.
I was. I found more gratitude crystals in early Elden.
Nice. Looks like the only useful thing Beetle has is crystals on 300, which I did not have the money to buy. But that's okay. Yeah, we'll be following Pippi, getting that spiral charge, and then going off to Elden as well, because there's nothing more I can really do here on Skyloft.
So I don't have access to anything else in that area that I just entered, which is Boko Base, right now, other than the first check, but because I have the ability to douse, I could ping like 5 more checks, which was very nice. So I now know that there is 1 ping in Lower Boko Base, out of the 5 that were available. So probably not too imperative that we gain access to that, and also that requires me to have not just digging mitts, but magma mitts, so that might take a while. So we like not having a lot of pings there.
Yeah, it's one of those requirements that there's really no way to get around. You just have to find the magma myths if you want to access any of Boko Base besides that first check.
Yeah, if you've seen Skyward Sword speedruns or Randomizer before, you might be familiar with the fact that we can break quite a few things by playing on the title screen. There are certain things we cannot break. It is not an all-powerful glitch, but you might get to see some title screen shenanigans happening in here. Ooh, I got the bow.
Chad is asking if this has progressive items turned on.
Yes. So the swords are progressive. We get progressively stronger swords every time we pick up a sword. The bow I just picked up is progressive. There are 3 different strengths of bow. The beetles are progressive. Oh, hey, speaking of swords, I found another sword. The beetles are progressive, so you always get the regular beetle first, and then you can get the hook beetle, the quick beetle, and the tough beetle. Only up to a certain point do they unlock new checks, but they will always become faster and stronger as they go up. Oh, we got more pings.
More pings in my Skyward Sword Randomizer.
I got the Emerald Tablet. Hi, I'm hoarding all the tablets. They are mine now. Just so you know.
I would please like some tablets.
Go get your Owooby tablet.
Yeah. Gotta fly across the sky first.
Oh, and more gratitude crystals. That's also really nice. There are things at the back of Magma Turf that can ping, but I can't get to them because I don't have digging mitts. But none of them are pinging, so we really don't have to come back to Magma Turf after this. We can just murder and leave. And also get robbed. We have root pores on, by the way.
Oh.
I'm just gonna start.
Was it Force Swords that introduced the Rupors? I feel like it is. I'm about to look this up.
I think we had them in Phantom Hourglass, but that I think might have been later. I don't even remember.
It definitely came later, because Force Swords was on GBA before it was on DSi.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mark that I have a piece of the Triforce. I'm doing great at tracking.
Yeah, the Rupors are in Force Swords, Phantom Hourglass, Skyward Sword, in that order.
And speaking of the Triforce, I did find another piece of the Triforce on Beetle by turning in the Insect Cage. So the Insect Cage is actually very important.
We've gotten French vanilla spawns on, like, everything so far, on all of our first-time entrances for regions. Linear Gorge Dig Spot is dead. That's nice to know. That's just a check that's really out of the way and has some weird requirements. You need, like, the Gust Fellows and Digging Mitts. It's honestly not even that out of the way, this seed, because it's right near where we started, but it's still nice not to have to do it.
So now I am also still just following Pippi, because Pippi keeps making progression finds without me.
I'm sorry. Oh, come on, Link. Hop up there. That was supposed to save time and look cool, but it didn't, because I did it wrong. It's okay. You'll make up plenty of time, because I'll set up Kiwis.
We do have a hint on for Kiwis if we want to potentially wait it out.
We could, but I might as well do the ones that are on the way, because also they make Kiwi noises.
That's true. They do make Kiwi noises.
Hear me out. This is Machi. What does Machi say?
Oh.
He has really bad anxiety. Not as bad of anxiety as Ulo. I think Ulo has the worst anxiety, but I love her, so it's okay. I also have the worst anxiety. I relate to Ulo.
Yeah, so with the access to Farron, we do actually have access to dungeon entrances now.
Yes.
Because in Lanayru, we don't have access to Sandship. We need to find the sea chart for that. And Eldon doesn't have any of our required dungeons, so no dungeon access there either.
Yeah, fun little cheat that is helpful for saving time in the vanilla game is that you can bonk down that rope from definitely not the intended spot, just because you can bonk the tree. We love bonking the tree. All right, Machi. I found you. Oh, what? You're gonna make me play hide and seek with all of your friends?
Yes.
Of course he is. I can't believe this. I have to play hide and seek with adorable friends. Can you imagine just going to GDQ to hang out with your friends and playing hide and seek?
Oh my god, playing hide and seek.
Playing hide and seek in the GDQ hotel. That sounds hard.
It does. I found an extra wallet. I don't think that's actually helpful since there really wasn't much on Beetle.
There were some gratitude crystals, but yeah, that was about it.
Is that... Oh, that's the water dragon scale. That's a convenient spot to find that. Water dragon scale gives us access to Gloria, which is a decent amount of checks, and also Ancient Cistern, which is one of the most check-dense dungeons. So we love that.
Also, I just want to welcome in the raid that we got from Fast Paced Events. Welcome, y'all. We are doing Skyward Sword co-op randomizer with Gymnast and Pippi here. We're celebrating Friendsgiving a day late, but Friendsgiving all the same, because
Daylight
there's
would be
nothing more.
short.
Yeah, there's nothing more fun in with friends than a co-op randomizer that may or may not troll you with RNG.
I mean, it didn't troll us too bad so far. We do have access
No, you're having
to,
a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
We have
this is
access
a pretty
to
good start.
all
things
of our
considered.
tablets. We've got a lot of swords. So on these settings, we only need the Master Sword, not the True Master Sword. It would technically make the endgame easier if we find every sword, but that means we need all but one progressive sword, which collectively, and I think also just for Jim, is one sword away. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty close.
The fifth in the chain of 6. We've already found 4. And I think I'm also going to check, because we have that Betro path hint. Coloctos. Oh, that could have just been Spiral Charge, actually.
Yeah, it could have been. I'm gonna finish Kikwis and then go to Gloria. So if you catch up with me, you can go towards the really claw shots, the Skyview entrance.
Right.
Because that is 2 whole dungeon entrances, both of which we need. Oh, Erla. Erla, why did you do this to me? Why? I can see you, Erla. You're really bad at hiding. This is like hide and seek at the GDQ hotel now. All right,
Honestly,
I think
depending on like how you like to dress or like how like recognizable your voice is in public, it's just like a hide and seek at the GDQ hotel is just such a bad idea. You'll lose every time.
Yeah.
When I was at PAX East, I started cackling and someone picked me out of the crowd from my laughter. Like, they looked over and didn't recognize me because I was dressed like my VTuber model. No, they recognized me just from me laughing, and I was like, all right, okay.
I feel like if I take the top hat off, which I can't, but if I could, then I would be much less recognizable until I laugh, at which point I'm told that my laugh is very weird. You do not need to do Kikwis.
Yay.
Congratulations. Oh, hello. Let me through. Let me through.
Did you go up and into Great Tree at all?
I did not.
Okay.
But good news, I found Tim.
Ah, excellent.
I found Tim. Let's put it on the tracker. I found Tim. Tim is a
Yep.
tumbleweed.
I have to go pick that up also. In fact, I have to prioritize that over everything else and just head straight to Tim. I think.
Exactly. Tim, very important. This is our quote-unquote validation item in Skyward Sword Randomizer. I'm told, I've never done an Ocarina of Time randomizer, but I'm told they have a friend named Greg, who is a green rupee, that there's supposed to only be one of in the pool, unless you turn on, like, the ridiculous pot randos or whatever that we were talking about earlier. But we only have one tumbleweed. His name is Tim. He's a good friend. Be nice to Tim.
I quite enjoy like you bringing up Greg because I was playing an archipelago with a few friends the other night, and Jay, my partner, had done Ocarina of Time rando, which I don't know why he did that instead of like Celeste or something, but go off. And I was just like, I found something that had to do with Greg, and I was like, who the hell is Greg? I was like looking at the log as like people were finding things, and I was like playing Pokemon Crystal on my end. I was just like, what in the hell is Greg? Why is it for OOT?
There's just an NPC named
the green
Greg.
rupee of eternal glory. Greg.
Yes.
By the way, Bellows were in first room of Floria.
Yeah, I did see that, so it'll be good for La Neighbor Mining Facility. And
Unless
also
we
for that
can
gorge
do
dig spot that we know
that
is
we
dead.
don't have to do, yeah. Unless we can do Bellowsless LMF.
True.
Bellows are supposed to be the dungeon item of Linear Mining Facility. You're not supposed to be able to do the dungeon without Bellows. We can, in certain layouts, do the dungeon without Bellows. The community likes to call it being stupid in LMF, and it makes me really happy. I like being stupid in LMF. It's my true calling. There we go.
Yeah, so I went up the great tree here to get, or to at least look at some checks at the top, because we can kind of just see them. What was that hint that you just got?
That says we don't have to partake in dating.
Ah, well, I kind of already did, so oh well.
I can't believe you got an unnecessary girlfriend.
Sometimes these things just happen, you know?
So sorry, Beatrice.
I did find more gratitude crystals, though.
Oh, nice.
At the top of Great Tree.
All right. Ancient cistern time. Oh, that's digging mitts. We like
Diggy, diggy.
those. Diggy, diggy, diggy. That'll give us access to the other half of Eldon. And that is our last sword.
Yay!
Again, there's one more somewhere, but we don't technically need it. It'll make endgame easier if we find it, but like, I'm pretty sure we're both plenty comfortable doing endgame without it.
Yeah. Alright, so up here I'm gonna do a nifty little trick called Cube Warp, where I'm basically gonna use this Bokoblin's target point to aim my Skyward Strike upward, and then hit the cube up top, which will teleport Link up to the ledge, because the cutscene just repositions Link automatically. And now I don't have to go around and go on any slow ropes. Very neat trick. And for my rewards, I got a letter, which we also do not know if that's important or not, because we have to turn it in first. And the hint over here says that 70, or at least one of the Betrow 70 checks is not required.
Okay.
As when you turn in 70 gratitude crystals to Betrow, you actually get 2 checks at the same time. But we at least don't need one of them. If he traverses through Ancient Cistern, I will enter Skyview Temple.
We got 2
See
very
what I can do.
quick dungeons here. I, however, cannot complete half of Ancient Cistern because I do not have the whip, but I can look around and see what's required, which I could get some checks that are down below out of logic, but they are not pinging, so I'm not gonna go down there. Unfortunate, I'm so sorry to fans of Cistern Clip. Fun trick, not today.
And so, with these settings, we also just have small keys and boss keys in their own dungeons. So it's likely that this chest I'm about to open is a small key. Oh no, it's a wallet.
It was a
Okay.
wallet.
So that
Okay.
actually means that the small key is in the dig spot in Skyview Temple, which I cannot get. But what I do have access to is the power of Back in Time, so I'm just gonna do that instead. To get through Skyview Temple and skip that small key.
I'm jealous you get to do Back in Time. I love Back in Time.
I know.
It's my favorite Sonic
So-
R song.
Oh, we got a ping on Shed Chest. But first, I'm gonna go shopping. Let's hear it for capitalism.
I appreciate that you're just like waggling the sword in front of the enemy gym, just like here, please bite me again.
Yeah.
I like to call
I mean,
that Baba dentistry.
Yes.
That's the Baba dentistry.
Yeah, so for back in time, I'm gonna do a game over and then hit continue and reset right after to spawn link on the title screen. And then I'm gonna do some file setup shenanigans with the file that I copied earlier. I'm gonna copy it again and then I'm gonna corrupt it so that in case I have to do back in time again, it doesn't take as long as it just took there with dying to the Deku Babas. So I'm going to delete this file and then save the game over this file, which will set every value in the file to 0. And when you load a file where every value is set to 0, you have no health and you die. So, very convenient way of activating death to start back in time. And then I'm also going to go and do a bit warp here, which is where we save and start our file at a statue at the same time. This will take the coordinates from the Skyloft map to Skyview so that I can skip having to get that small key. What did you find in Beetle Shop?
600 is bomb bag.
Oh. Okay, so we do need that wallet that we found.
Yes, so you found a wallet. I found an extra wallet, which is not quite as good as a progressive wallet. It will always give you 300, whereas progressive will give you exponentially more money for every progressive wallet you find. But both of those will be helpful. Let's see what Shed Chest is.
Maybe it's more money.
It's Rattle!
That could lead to more money.
It could. Yeah, I'm just doing some Skyloft cleanup because Skyloft has a lot of really varied checks, so I've got plenty to do here and can also go back and grab some of the checks that Jim got that I missed at the same time.
Yeah, because that bomb bag that we have on Beetle's Shop is access to the rest of Lanayru for us,
Yes.
including the Lanayru mining facility. So we will be having to get that.
Well, you don't need item in Bird's Nest.
Nice.
Was in fact negative money.
Hmm.
I'm gonna clean a very dirty house, but not really because I don't have a vacuum cleaner. I only have a leaf blower.
That counts, right?
And blow all the dust in the air.
The dust is no longer on the surfaces. Look how nice it looks. I don't want to know how hard it is to breathe in this room after I'm done.
Yes, because just don't try breathing. Just use your eyes to admire the floor.
Breathing is optional and not recommended.
This advice may only work for about 10 minutes.
A great way to trigger back in time for Link. Unfortunately, Link doesn't really have an option, so Uh-oh, I sat in a chair. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to sit on your nice clean chair. Oh, thanks for paying me. And guess what? Oh, she's gonna pay me.
Get paid twice, nerd. Haha.
Darn. Darn, darn. Well, I'll take the money. I'm saving up for explosives, which you can just buy at the floating store. Oh,
I found my own sword.
Hey, so I don't think I'm gonna get
swords.
the sword at Pirates. I don't want it.
That's very fair, yeah.
It's very far out of the way, and I don't really need it.
So yeah, normally that chest that I just got, you have to fight a mini-boss for, but Skyview Temple is weird in that in the base game you're supposed to go into it, or you're supposed to go through it twice. Once at the beginning of the game and then once in like the middle-ish. And the second time, it's supposed to be different. And the way that the game decides if you're supposed to get the future version of Skyview is if you have the Water Dragon scale. So because we found the Water Dragon scale already, we get the future version of Skyview Temple, which does not have the mini-boss there. So
Yeah,
free
it's
mini
quite a
boss
bit more
skip.
convenient to have Water Dragon scale before then. Oh, well, thanks for the payment. And more I'm so glad that he's in the spirit of Thanksgiving, you know? Did you check item on pillar? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a silver rupee.
Ooh, I want that.
So, yeah, you might want it. Yeah, so far in Skyview, it's just been the wallet and the sword that you will probably pick up instead of the pirate's one.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also found a bottle,
Oh, neat.
which may or may not be necessary. Usually the only thing that, or at least the only dungeon that hard requires a bottle is Fire Sanctuary, which we don't have, but there are a few other checks that getting a bottle is helpful for. Oh, and I'm going to pick up another beetle with my beetle. Now I have Hook Beetle.
I'm so jealous. I have to go through Magma Turf to get to the back half of Elden because I can't afford my bombs. I said we didn't have to go back to Magma Turf, and technically we don't, but I kind of do because I could skip my way to the back of Elden if I had bombs or Hook Beetle, but I don't have those things because I'm poor and not Jim. So instead, I have to go the slow way. It's not that slow, but.
Let's see. I should probably go get my Gust Bellows before leaving.
And potentially your digging mitts.
Oh yeah, I'm potentially digging mitts. Well, I was just gonna go to Lanayru next. So I can go buy the bomb bag.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and I'll let you take care of Elden. I mean, at this point, we already found the sword we need. We're just looking for a piece of the Triforce. The Goddess Harp we still need. We're also looking for the sea chart so that we can access Sand Ship. And we also need the whip to be able to beat the boss of Ancient Cistern, Kalaknos. I think, am I missing anything? Is it just those things?
I think so.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your not getting circles.
I know, it's really sad. We'll see if Jim gets it later. Or if you... No, you have to... Well, you don't have to come this way. But it would be really silly to go the other way. But yeah, if you get that cutscene from just the right angle, Link gets confused and like can't find where he's supposed to go to start the cutscene, and so he just kind of runs around it in a little circle. And because the randomizer speeds up the cutscene, he does it really, really fast. So it's very silly. It does not save or lose time, but it does make me giggle, which is good for my soul. Oh, hey, I found a beetle.
In Floria besides the Gust Bellows?
No, it's just the Gust Bellows.
Okay.
It was the Gust Bellows, and that was in, I think.
The Ruby Room.
Yeah. Not required Gratitude Crystal Pack. We're done with Gratitude Crystals, and no Gorko.
Okay, so it really was just the Spiral Charge.
Yeah, it was just that. Not required Gratitude Crystals is not a hint you see very often because there's a lot of nuance to how the Gratitude Crystals hints are done. That, like, usually they're possibly required because it's like, well, you might need some of them. But the fact that it told us that's not required means that those Gratitude Crystals that we got hinted about were locked behind us having completed the last required check of Betrow, which means we're done. Bye, Betrow.
Bye, Betrow.
I'm glad you're grateful for our service, but I'm good. I'm glad we also didn't get Earth Temple, so we don't have to look for ET Keepy. Oh, hey, Greg.
Yeah. Yeah, to get into the Earth Temple, you need to find all 5 pieces of the Earth Temple keys. But we do start with 3 in these settings, but since Earth Temple's not required, we don't have to get the last 2.
Also, that hint told me that Kiwi rescue is unnecessary. Hey, I found the harp.
Or
You'll love to see it.
Dig spot under tower. Neat. We're getting
neat.
closer. Hey, I found another bow.
congrats on Iron Bow.
Thanks.
Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I wanted to do bottle things because I have the bottle. That's what I should go do.
You do have the bottle.
We have a question from chat asking what item is the least useful in Skyward Sword Rando, and I'm seeing a response of slingshots.
Pretty unuseful in that it unlocks one check if you have it turned on. And we do not. It unlocks a single minigame. So the Bugnet is a good contender. The slingshot is sometimes useful, but it's really only useful if it's your first projectile because it can do projectile things. The second you have any other projectile, it is almost immediately outclassed. And thus the slingshot is often completely useless. However, the slingshot also has a hidden use of being great at knocking down hidden rubies, which is good for certain bit tricks. It saves a tiny bit of time, so slingshot lovers can cling on to something, or can just be really excited about HD Randomizer, where the slingshot is like one of the most broken items in the game. It unlocks every check.
Oh, what?
It doesn't, but it unlocks a lot.
Yeah, because the HD Rando has so many more checks. There's a lot of spots in this game where if you just like slingshot a vaguely circular texture on a wall, the wall will spit out a rupee. In the HD Randomizer, those have all been turned into items that can pop out of the wall if you shoot the slingshot in the right places.
Hey, do you remember if Elden Trial reward was anything?
I believe it was potentially useful. Yeah, but it's not. The randomizer does not think it is hard required, so it might just be gratitude crystals or something.
Honestly, is there anything potentially required that we still need?
I don't think so.
So I think I'm not finishing this trial right now. Because the last piece of the Triforce would be hard required. The whip would be hard required.
Yeah.
The C chart would be hard required, and that's really all we need right now. Also, the music got scary. It's no longer scary. I do need. Oh, there's my light.
I just realized I did not have enough rupees to buy thing.
Come be poor with me. It's not
bonking
fun.
trees to get rupees.
This is like watching A Link to the Past rando like do various like tree pulls and everything, and just everything it can to get the rupees to pay for Zora.
Yeah, Another strategy you can use to get rupees is to sell things to Rupin, the shop owner, at night. But unfortunately, I do not have anything of great value to sell, so I don't think it would actually be worth it for me to do that over just bonking trees.
Hey, guess what I found? The slingshot.
You found the slingshot. Let's go.
Slingshot lovers rejoice. I didn't find the mighty scatter shot though. That's what you get for 2 slingshots. We'll hope I find that later. The slingshot is always a Baron blocker though, meaning that this area cannot be hinted as Baron. Oh, it's making scary noises at me. That's fine. But it can't be hinted as Baron because what do you mean? It had a slingshot and those are very useful.
Those are possibly required.
Yeah. What if that was my first projectile? Despite the fact that it's almost definitely projectile locked. Maybe I wanted it.
Also, folks, if you are new to Hotfix and you're wondering what we're all about, or what's coming up on Hotfix, or maybe you're interested in running on Hotfix, you should check out this week's schedule. You can submit our runs. You can submit your runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/Hotfix. And if you're like, hey, has some of my favorite games been on Hotfix before? You can always catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/games done quick. So if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, fill that like bucket up, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. And before you have to ask about the like bucket, just know I can't speak English. Happened one fateful night when I was trying to read that off and rattle it off and just be like, yeah, click the like bucket, and I'm like, wait.
Click on that
definitely said like bucket.
Also, hot tip, do not submit other people's runs. Submit your runs.
Yeah,
Only
do
with
not submit
consent.
other people's runs.
Hey, what if I consent? Except that also still probably wouldn't work.
No, although, like, if it was like, hey, can you put me in touch with this showrunner, or submit, like tell me where I can submit, that would be, once again, gdq.gg/hotfix. There is a how section for how do I get involved near the top of the page that links you to our submission form, where you can select the show you want to submit to, or say, hey, put me anywhere, coach.
It was just the wallet and the sword in Skyview, right?
Yeah, and boss key was at item behind bars.
Okay.
The bottle did not leave anything useful, but it was on the heart container. Oh, and the beetle was on the pillar at the end, but you'll pass by that. Yeah.
All right. Where was the sword and the wallet? One of them was on Staltos.
Yeah, wallet was 2 eyes.
2 eyes. Okay. Well, I wanted to go in there anyway because, Jim did
dig spot, yeah.
to get through. I actually do have digging mitts, and as much as I love bit, it is just faster for me to get the first small key. I'd still technically need the second small key, but I absolutely don't. I have methods. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I am also going to show you an alternative way to skip half of Deep Woods, because there's multiple. And did you actually check if I needed Ghost and Pippets?
I did not. I forgot because I was so focused on farming rupees. But the chest is right there.
I can go back for it after I finish Skyview. Yeah, this...
I found the last piece of the Triforce.
Oh, nice. This cutscene also teleports us, so if I just fly the beetle over, then I can go get it easy. Right, you said 2 eyes.
Yeah.
I'm so good at holding a thought in my brain for more than 30 seconds. So good at it.
Oh, nice. Nothing is pinging in Lanayru Mine, so I can just leave. I did also get a hint that said the desert is on the path to Tantalus, which probably is our sea chart.
Yeah, considering that we found 2 bow. Oh, I forgot to mark down my second bow. Everybody needs to know about my second bow. The second bow technically does more damage, which speeds up absolutely nothing because the bow is like a really broken item already. Like, you get it really late game in vanilla, so it already pretty much one-shots like everything. So it speeds up Galactos a little bit.
It does, that's true. You can save like half a second with the iron bow over the regular bow on Galactos.
Yeah, a whole half a second.
I found the whip.
Oh, hey.
Now I can beat Galactos.
That could mean that our sea chart might be whip locked.
Yeah,
so
that's also true.
It could be in that ping I saw. Oh, I died.
Oh,
Good
so
job.
you did.
I got stabbed from behind. That's okay. I will not enter bit.
Kill the link, save the time.
Oh, yeah. You can customize a lot in Randomizer. Luckily, it's very quick to get back there.
And I found sea chart.
Oh, hey!
Is that just it?
Might be.
Was this sea just stupidly fast?
Oops. That's okay.
Oh, nice. No, yeah, the whip and the sea chart we're just right next to each other. In Lanayru Desert. And I'm gonna go get this other ping that's pinging over here.
What'd you say was behind bars? I forget. Oh, boss
the boss
key.
key.
I need the boss key.
Oh, yeah, I guess we still don't know exactly where our boss keys are. Did you find the ancient cistern boss key when you were there?
I did not, so that might be that ping. You know what? We're gonna do this first. This is my plan to skip the second small key. Normally, you have to go do that room that Jim did earlier when he did Bit and fight the Staldra, but have you considered I don't feel like finding the other small key. I have a hook beetle and a dream. There we go. Bombs have a huge explosion radius and it can go straight through walls. It's pretty great. Man, I wish I had whip. I have to actually do this with the beetle.
You have to actually do this with the beetle.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad.
Also, we are at our first hour, so when y'all find a good place for us to take our first wellness break, just go ahead and let me know.
Honestly, whenever. Take a break when I grab the H?
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
All right. We're going to pause the timer now. So we're going to take our first wellness break because this is a fairly long seed. All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 56 of Passion Project. This is the speedrunning gaming variety show that encourages anyone and everyone in the speedrunning competitive gaming communities to showcase your passions in games. I'm joined by Pippi and Gymnast as we are delving into our probably our second half of the Skyward Sword Randomizer, because this seed has been very kind, very generous. Who vetted this? Anyways, how y'all doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Jim?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to continue. You ready to continue, Pippi?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. And do I have to calibrate? No, I don't. Excellent. All right.
Wonderful.
Magically,
hear it.
Neither of us had to recalibrate? That's rare.
Yeah, sometimes if you stay on the the Wii menu for too long, The game is like, where'd the Wii remote go? And wants you to calibrate. But not this time. I guess my Wii remote is just built different.
Hey, H, by the way.
H.
H. Someone call Eslo so we can get an E.
See, I think the letters that we have for Skyward Sword boss keys are H, D, sideways cactus, C, skull emoji, and key. Or key.
Two of those are not letters.
Well, I'm sure you could find them in the emojis.
Hey, I don't use skull emoji. I just say squid. It's my favorite letter of the alphabet.
I don't know about
yes.
sideways cactus, though.
A sideways cactus is a very useful letter. I don't see it much used in English, but I'm sure it's used in some language. Let me know what international keyboard I have to download to make sideways cactus just a normal thing. It's also sometimes called by the community either arrow or 3, but come on, that's just a sideways cactus.
It do just kind of be a sideways cactus.
Oh, it was a bottle. I want a bottle. Give me the bottle. Oh, and reminder, Jim, did you get Tim?
I did get Tim, yes. I just have not tracked him, so thank you for reminding
Tracked
me.
him. He's very important to us.
Yes.
I need everyone to know that we have a notes document we use to keep track of where specific items were that the other person is going to need. And at the top of it, in all caps, before any other hint, it just says Tim.
I know. And you didn't even write down where Tim was.
Didn't.
I'm disappointed.
I showed you where Tim was.
That's true. I was kind of already in the area, which is why we didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't tell me I was getting a free adventure pouch. Neat.
You are getting a free adventure pouch.
You need the Skyward Sword community to adopt what the Twilight Princess community has in a spreadsheet of just various NPCs and enemies and creatures that have names.
We do have quite a few of those. We don't have Earth Temple this seed, unfortunately, because there's a very fun trick that we do in a lot of Skyward Sword speedruns, and you can do in Randomizer, a lot of people don't, called Keese Yeet. And the Keese who gets yeeted, the community likes to call Archibald C. Yeatington, I believe. It's his full proper title. Very important.
Okay.
Oh, good. I do have enough money. I don't have to money grind. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I had to bonk like 20 trees.
That seems like it's
I
bad
needed.
for Link's head.
Well, sometimes you need the blue rupees. Oh, I found another wallet.
Aw, neat.
Okay, so, good news for you, Pippi. The
Yes.
boss key is small key locked, and the small key is in the big key chest. Which means that we get to do one of being stupid in LMF.
Yay! Not all of.
Not
But
all.
could I do all of? I could do all of. It wouldn't waste that much time.
I like how
Yeah,
every
so-
time that you've had to do back in time, like it's been involved with like Pippi had been at Beetle, and I'm just trying to not laugh at thank you. There was a point where you interrupted the thank you, so it just thank you.
Yeah. We do love
remind
so
me.
much.
Remind me, Pippi, this one is the second set of text inside the goddess statue?
You're trying to go into Bella's room? Yes.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
okay.
the second set.
I always forget. This is one of those things that for some reason I just cannot remember how to do, which piece of text I'm supposed to start my file on for this instance of reverse bit magic, which I don't think we've done yet.
Yeah, I don't
gonna
think we
do
have.
A funny back in time trick where I take a flag from Skyloft and say, actually, that's a Lanayru mining facility flag. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I like to say that the flags are roommates. if you can find one of your Skyloft Flag's roommates in the area you're in, you can just go, yeah, turn this on now, and make a bunch of changes. They look very silly and arbitrary. There's my whip. We haven't found the bug net.
We did not find the bug net. Unfortunately, the bug net is not going to ping, so...
Yeah.
We will never know where it is, probably.
Tim, importantly, also doesn't ping.
But we did find him.
Means that you don't find Tim every time.
That is true.
But we found him. Speaking of roommates, I would like my roommate C chart and whip. Oh, I forgot to mark I also have a chain. Oh, I don't want to take out my whip.
Oh, and I found another wallet. Oh my god, I'm so good at capitalism, apparently.
You're so good at capitalism, but only after you needed it.
Only after I needed it, yeah.
I'm so sorry that you had to bonk the trees first. There's the fallen over cactus.
Yes. I also need to get out of this room. Not get hit by the little scorpions, otherwise known as the Araka.
I've also heard people call them mini moldas. I like mini moldas.
I think that's a good name.
They're like Moldarak, but
PK's,
small.
Gust Bellows chest. The chest that normally has the Gust Bellows. And now I don't have to go through the really slow boss key room that takes like 2 minutes to do.
Yeah, that saves quite a bit of time. There's only one check in the entire dungeon that would hard require us to have the small key, but luckily you can kind of like piece together where the actual ping is to make sure that it's not that check, which is nice. Would you like me to go to Sand Sea and scout the next dungeon? Or would you like me to just follow you?
I mean, if you're already here, I would say just follow me so you don't have to come back.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because, yeah, I've also, like, we've both beaten Skyview. I guess I still have to go get my mitts and heart, but...
Yeah. That shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. I'm also going to do another back-in-time trick here. This one doesn't save as much time, but it's basically just going to teleport me across to the other side of the room, past a gate, so I don't have to go through... so I don't have to go back and around in like a loop through the previous dungeon rooms to get to where we're going to spawn in. Saves like 30 seconds or something.
Actually, I kind of want to save at low health. As I haven't had to do bit yet at all this seed. Yeah. I'm gonna opt for the other method where we're gonna go backwards through the dungeon, which means I'm gonna need to do a little bit more bit, but not very much more bit. But first I need to do the bit you did. It's a bit more bit.
Yeah. Bit more bit.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, I forgot to
copying. You do want to be careful copying files on the title screen, because if you press plus on the controller while in back in time, that actually crashes the game.
Yeah.
The game tries to then open up the map while you have the title screen on, and the game specifically runs out of memory space for 2D elements on the screen, and is like, and it's like, you're just gonna crash now.
Yeah, luckily, I can... So you can copy things during cutscenes, which is what Jim did. My motion controls didn't want to cooperate, so I had to be a little bit careful, but luckily the copy menu pops up on the first frame that you press the plus button, but the map doesn't pop up until the second. So as long as I only press it, whoops, that's not what I want. For
Oh, that
one
is absolutely
frame,
a sideways cactus. I'm mad now.
Yes.
Sorry to jump in. It's just I saw that. I was
No,
like, oh,
you're
now
so
I can't
valid.
unsee it.
it is a sideways cactus.
It's over.
But yeah, as long as I pressed it for only one frame, my game would not crash. And if it did crash, that wouldn't be that big of a problem. Oh, I messed up the trick again. It wouldn't be that big of a problem. It just, your game go, no more. And you gotta power cycle your console. Oh, this is my least favorite trick. I don't know why this trick hates me. Jim, talk about Moldrax so I don't feel bad.
I am stabbing the eyes. And now I'm going to stab the eyes so fast that Moldrack is not going to be able to go underground. The Moldrack fight is actually... It's interesting because the Moldrack fight is harder the better your sword is.
Interesting.
Because if your sword, the better your sword is, that also means like the longer it is, because as your sword upgrades throughout the game, it gets like a larger hit radius. And if your sword is longer, it then has the chance, it has a higher chance of bonking, like doing a sword clank on Moldrack's claws when you try to do the stabby stab, which then like messes up your timing for trying to do more of the stabs. So it can be trickier if you have the Master Sword versus if you just have, like, the Practice Sword or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, shoutouts to the longest cutscene in the randomizer. First, the boss has to die, then the heart container has to spawn in, and then the sand has to drain and go somewhere. We don't know where it goes, but it goes somewhere.
It sure does. Moldrack is actually, like, one of the fastest bosses, but then just has the longest cutscene afterwards. It also makes your Wiimote vibrate aggressively.
I'm gonna give these fellow statues some high fives.
High fives,
As
high
we
fives,
pass
high
on
fives,
by.
high fives, high fives.
Do y'all mind if I remind folks about what's going on with GDQ 2026?
Go for
Not
it.
at all.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
die into a hole. That's,
So
that can be
Well, Pippi
interesting.
Well, Pippi dies into a hole, killing the Link, saving the time. I'd like to remind everyone that Awesome Games Done Quick 2026 will be live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from, I keep wanting to say Panama for some reason, oh my god, from January 4th to the 10th. Registration is open, so be sure to register if you want to experience the event in person. And if you want more information on that, visit gdq.gg for more info. God, January's creeping up real fast.
It sure
Yeah,
is.
it's like almost only a month away, basically.
Look, I see PA and I'm like, Panama, right? I don't know why my brain is like this.
I really hope it's not moving to Panama because I was gonna
Same.
drive to AGDQ and driving to Panama might be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be kind of difficult, actually. Gonna do the
Nice.
other RBM that Jim got the RBM that he needed confused for real quick.
So because we found the sea chart, I can now shoot down the sand ship, which always starts in the same spot each time, so I kind of knew where it was gonna be after just sailing for a few seconds.
Oh, I didn't fall in a hole and die. I'm very sorry.
Ow.
I
Slow
wanted
death.
to. Yeah.
It is faster to die into a hole in this game.
Yeah. Link has like this really dramatic death animation where he like falls to his knees and like there's like a and that's really slow and you can skip it by dying into like lava, water, or a void. We like the void the best because there's no animation if he dies into a void, but you'll also often see him die to lava, which is very funny because his butt gets lit on fire.
Alright, so I have to climb the sand ship mast here. There is a way to skip this, but there is one check that requires you to climb the sand ship mast, and it looked like it was pinging, so if it is that boss key, I have to go over and get it.
Yeah, it's actually a very funny check because if you do like accidentally skip the mast and then realize that you have to go back and get that check, then you have to go do the entire mast skip sequence. But if you like die, it deletes the item from your inventory and puts it back in the chest. I don't know why I opened that chest. My brain was just like, ooh, box. I knew that wasn't what I needed, but ooh, box. But yeah, it'll like put the item back in the chest. Oh, which chest was it?
The upper one.
Oh, nice.
Unless you want another wallet, which was the lower one.
Maybe I'll go ooh box again. I gotta mark my extra wallet, of course. But yeah, it's like the only item in the game that does that, to my knowledge, that can be uncollected.
Yeah, because I think the way that the mask sequence works is that after you shoot the crystal at the top and it gets blocked off, the game like saves a snapshot of like I think of the dungeon flags, and then if you die, it resets them to what they were previously when the sequence started.
That's interesting. Sandship is also kind of funny because technically we don't have to fight the boss.
Yeah.
So that's neat. Also, this is the other method. If I didn't want to do what Jim did and teleport my way to the other side of the dungeon, I just opened this door and I can run to the end. I literally don't even have to touch the other side of the dungeon. Is it faster than what Jim did? Probably not. It's probably honestly about the same, but I got to do more bit and it made me happy. So don't judge my joy.
Speedrunning should be fun.
Speedrunning is about fun.
Pippi, do you want to tell the story about what Ben Stevens said?
It was told on my last show about speedrunning should be fun, because I had Pride on for Armored Core 6 as part of the Fast Pace for Pride preview show, and was like, yeah, no, like, Ben Stevens said that speedrunning should be fun, and that's honestly a mantra worth living by as a speedrunner.
Yeah, speedrunning is for fun. Apparently this has become the shout out to Ben Stevens, because Ben Stevens was also what I thought of earlier when you said Gymnast 56.
Pippi in a top hat and Gymnast. I've forgotten. Gymnast 86. I almost said 56. I don't know why.
I was like, oh, Ben Stevens is here? Because I'm pretty sure.
Where the hell I got the number 56 from. It's like how I keep looking at Pennsylvania, PA, and think, Panama. That's what that stands for, right?
It's honestly one of the reasons why I'm kind of, like, I feel really lucky that my username doesn't have any numbers in it, because if I have to, like, give someone, like, a formal shout out or something like that, I'm like, their name is this, bunches of numbers, which some of them, I don't remember what they are right now. Oh gosh, I should have written this down.
Yeah,
I can never remember.
I had to go find a bunch of Twitch handles for runners that are on Fast Pace for Pride this weekend, so that we could get the shout-outs and the ats and the titles correct, because they asked for their number. Most of them asked for their names without the numbers on display on stream, and it's like, okay, we want to credit them correctly though. So you'd have like Brandino as just Brandino59, Jaxler1, Ryan Ford is Ryan_Ford 522, and I'm just like, oh my god.
They've formed an entire math equation. Also, you said some awesome names of some cool individuals. Shout outs to them as well.
There's so we had Jaxler who ran in GD Queer at the end of October. We have the first ever GDQ Hotfix Disability and Neurodivergence special coming up, and I know that there's probably some folks that have overlap with the Fast Pace for Pride schedule that are taking place or like hanging out with that group. That is actually taking place starting tomorrow, November 29th and the 30th, and that starts at 1 p.m. Eastern each day, the Neurodivergence and Disability special. The special will benefit the Autistic Women and Non-Binary Network, so you can view the schedule now by typing !D&D, D letter N D, in the chat. And we hope to see you there because that's a really fantastic event. You should definitely check it out. And Jaxler set a world record tonight for Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver on Fast Pace for Pride, and I missed it because I was here.
Oh, yo, let's go.
Sorry we made you miss the world record.
Live
No, I mean, I'm happy to have y'all here. I'm happy to be hanging with y'all. It was just like, I had the pop out from the other chat, and I was just like, GG, world record! And I'm like, I like muted and yelled across the room to my partner. I was like, did Jaxler just get world record? Yeah, by 5 seconds. And I missed it. It's like, it was perfect timing, for better or worse.
All right,
how dare people get world records while we're working?
Right. Like, I mean, like, we could totally... Do y'all know what, like, your fastest Skyward Sword seed has been, depending on settings? Like, how fast can y'all do this?
Usually we run with, are called all sanity settings. And those can go up to over 4 hours. I think our best time with those settings is like 3:10.
I think it's like a 3:03 or something like that. It was like a barely over 3 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
That's still not bad for like when you say like they typically run like over 4.
I'd say like our average time for co-op all sanity is like about like 3.5 to 4, depending on how mean the checks are. If you enjoy co-op and would like to cease co-op all sanity, shameless plug for the fact that I organize a really like chill co-op all sanity like race every 6 months for Skyward Sword Randomizer, and our next one is gonna be at the beginning of December. And it's like literally like anyone can enter. Like, we just kind of hang out, have fun. Like, we have had all sorts of skill levels and time. Don't mind me, I'm also just casually trying to clip into a wall while I'm talking. It's perfectly normal. Link, can you please get into the wall and stop aggravating the local wildlife? There we go. Good job. Whee! Good job. We knew you could do it.
Good boy.
This is a good boy. Good speedrunner.
Good speedrunner.
That's a check called Rupee Under a Lily Pad, and it's like the deepest into Ancient Cistern that a check can expect you to go. But we don't actually have to go there because we can clip through a wall, and that beetle can fly straight into the underwater tunnel, like, can go right down there and grab the item for us if necessary. But that was a Rupor, so I did not. But I still have to go a little bit deeper into the dungeon because first, oh, that's pinging. What you got over here?
Is it gonna be another wallet? Or is it gonna be the boss key?
No, it's the boss key. You know what? We're just gonna this will be faster. This will be faster.
Oh, I found the last wallet. I played.
Oh, yay!
I am now
You're
have
rich.
the Tycoon wallet. And I found my boss key, okay.
Okay, so it is in treasure room.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't remember at all where the first small key was. It might have been, I think it was actually in Ruby Room, so I think you're gonna go right by both of them. But the other one was...
It was after Whipples, right?
Yeah, after whip hooks, if you want to grab that one. We don't actually need any small keys for Ancient Cistern. We can get around all of them, but it is faster if you have one. Like, I just opened this key-locked door instead of having to flip out of bounds, jank my way into the basement, and then like open the boss key chest in order to lower the statue so that I can get around the small key door. That sounds slow.
Alright, speaking of being slow, I'm gonna fight Tantalus.
Why are you fighting Tantalus? Why would you do this? He's just a good little squid boy.
Yeah, but he's blocking our access to the end of the game.
That's true. But what if I don't want to fight Tantalus? What if I want to skip Tantalus?
Then you do have that choice.
Yay! I'm gonna skip Tantalus. It's gonna be funny.
You will also lock yourself out of getting a check, which I'm going to get.
Yes, but we
Even though
don't,
we don't
need
need
any
it.
more checks.
Okay, but yeah, what if it's the bug net, though?
Oh, that's so true. It might be the bug net. It can't be Tim, though. Deleting
true,
Tim
it
is
can't
a
be
sin. Also,
Yeah,
we get to fight my favorite.
There is a back in time sequence that allows you to skip Tantalus, but I'm curious and want to see what the item is, so I'm gonna lose like, I think it's like a minute to just checking Tantalus.
Yeah, the back in time sequence doesn't save a ton of time because you still have to do the entire sequence that Jim's doing now to get up to the door. It's only the actual fight you have to, you get to skip, and the back in time sequence does take some time in itself. So it's not as big of a time save as you might think. Can chat join me in petitioning Nintendo that they need to sell Galactos cookie jars? Like, look at this lad. Doesn't he look like a cookie jar?
I can see the argument for the Galactos cookie jar, yes. Also, I'm gonna blow the Gust Bellows at Tantalus and it's gonna damage him. Not sure why that's an interaction, but you can damage Tantalus by giving him Dry Eye.
That's true.
Unfortunately, they did remove that functionality from every version except for NTSC 1.0, which the randomizer is based on, so you can't do it in like the Japanese version or on Skyward Sword HD, unfortunately.
However, we can do it, and thus we will because it's funny.
Dry eyes.
I also, you might have noticed Galactos was really fast. Galactos has like a damage calculation that makes it so that all of the items that you should have when you enter the Galactos fight do like 1 damage or like reduced damage. But they don't expect you to have the bow, and so the bow just absolutely annihilates his health bar. And additionally, they don't expect you to have the hero mode Skyward Strike for some reason, so even in like vanilla when I wouldn't have the bow, you can pretty much destroy him with just 2 Skyward Strikes, and it's very, very fast. Alright. I am off to join you because I've gotten to the end of my checklist. Oh, we didn't get to see the Boko. I should have gone to say hi to the Boko friend.
He probably would have robbed you, if I had to guess.
Probably. But, like, what's a robbery between friends?
Would you
Okay,
consider
for
that
a
Boko your
while.
friend?
For a while, this
Maybe.
boss to me looked like a weird demonic whooper, but then I saw like just how the tentacles were arranged. I was like, okay, never mind. It's no longer a demonic whooper. It's just a weird upside down squid.
No, yeah, it's a Monsters Inc. character. We can all say it.
Yeah. This game really liked Monsters Inc. characters. We've got this one, and we've also got the boss of Earth Temple is just kind of Mike Wazowski.
It's true. Yeah.
I love this game. Unironically, I believe in enjoying your speedruns. I love this game. However, it's a bit silly. It's a little bit silly.
Yeah, so funny thing you can do in the randomizer. If Link has an item out when you pick up a heart container check, he does not put the item away before he like does the get item animation. So if I like take out the claw shots and then pick up this item, he's like, wow, look at the rupee in my claw shots, and then puts them away.
Oh, I can show off skipping the mast. This is one of the newer tricks that was discovered in... You are winning at more capitalism. This was one of the newer tricks that was discovered for Skyward Sword in general, and like saves time in some stuff like all dungeons. That if I can get up on top of this little platform, and then strike the mast, it's gonna play this little animation, and then it's going to electrify the fence at my feet, which is gonna knock me off the little platform, but it's also gonna give me some iframes. So there we go, I've been knocked down, but now I have iframes, and so I can set my angle specifically, and then hop off, and it'll make me leave the dungeon. But I can just re-enter, and now the entire mast sequence that Jim did doesn't exist. Still have to turn back on the ship, but I don't have to go up there. I don't have to fight the Bokos. I'm good. I'm leaving.
Yeah, obviously, like, if you enter in, or if you exit and relieve the area, because the mast sequence is like a temporary set of flags, the flags are not set anymore. But the area that tries to control, like, whether or not you are in the mast sequence is also slightly too small. And so it's, like, possible to die outside of that area to skip the mast sequence as well. There's, like, a bunch of different ways you can skip the mast sequence.
Yeah. And there you got to see my corrupt file in action that Link just keeled over next to a bird statue, because I will be doing the trick that Jim opted not to do, to skip Tantalus, because I don't need 100 rupees. I'm happy being poor. I have fulfillment. Rupees can't buy you happiness.
It's true.
So, I'm good.
They can only buy you gratitude in this scene.
That's true. And also
I'm not
bombs.
sure what this metaphor is. Oh yeah, and they can buy you explosions.
They can buy you a varied amount of stuff, but none of those are necessarily happiness. I'm gonna just do some sassy little jumps here. Because for whatever reason, the respawn plane for if you jump sideways off of that gravestone is in the incorrect location. So it's gonna put me down in front of Betrot's house, because I need to go to talk to Betro back in time. And he's gonna rob me on the title screen. That's really rude of him. Gonna give me the spiral charge again. Don't worry, it's a loaner. I don't have to keep it.
You ever just boot up a game, get to the title screen, and find out that your wallet's like 5 pounds lighter? Or $5 lighter? I don't know why I said 5 pounds. I'm not even in Europe.
See, I just thought they stole like 5 pounds worth of dollars, because that's a lot of money.
That's a
lot of dollars.
Yeah.
All right, so I have set my flag. It should be all good to go, but I still need the boss key, so I'm gonna do that first.
Also, I guess like a purse would be about 5 pounds lighter, but like I said wallet, so I don't even have that excuse. I just said 5 pounds. If you have a 5-pound wallet, you might need to get that checked.
That might cause back problems.
Indeed. Like, please, No, I was definitely thinking wait when I said it out loud. And I'm trying to play it off because pound is also a currency.
Ask your doctor if a 5-pound wallet is right for you.
Indeed.
Ask your doctor if pounds or dollars is right for you.
Ask your doctor if you should be living in England.
The answer may surprise you.
It's true. If you saw during that cutscene during which Link was falling into the water that is sand, don't worry about it. The interesting things are happening. But there was like a flame on the top of the boat. That's how you know that my bit interaction worked. That is the flag I set in Back in Time by entering Betrow's house. It basically just set the flag for me having struck the crest at the end of the dungeon. But it doesn't actually count you as beating the dungeon until you enter the boss room. But the second I enter the boss room, it's gonna be like, wait, but you're already done. Okay. Neat. Have fun. Carry on.
Side effects may include buying your friend's lunch, loaning money to siblings, more problems. Family finally coming out of the woodwork.
I appreciate the way that more problems was phrased, because like I get the joke. It's like more money, more problems, but also that like vaguely implies that lending your friends money and like all of the buying your sibling lunch, whatever that was, are part of the problem.
You swapped siblings and friends, actually. It's buying your friend's lunch, loaning money to siblings. Both of which could provide more problems, apparently.
I'm opening the wallet, by the way. I want enough money to buy my sibling lunch.
That is fair. You know, sometimes you buy your sibling lunch and they decide to order $400 wine, and then you're like, what the heck, man?
I can't say that's
one.
one.
$400 wine.
I can't say that's one that's ever happened to me.
Oh,
but
that's just me? Okay.
It's like,
I'm kidding. This has never happened to me. For some reason, I just started thinking about expensive wine.
It's like, look, I don't have any siblings, but I have enough of a found family that I probably do have, like, siblings in that group, so it's like, I'd like to buy them lunch.
I feel like me and my sibling are perpetually in a state where one of us owes the other some amount of money, but we're just like, we'll get lunch at some point. And we don't really keep the best track of it.
I was gonna say, and then it just doesn't happen.
But then at some point, like, the other person, like, we do go get lunch and one of us pays and the other person's like, oh, I'll get you next time. And then we forget about that one too. Or like, you know, it probably evens out about right.
I don't know what chat's source here is, but you know what? I'd like to believe this. It would take $2,268 in $1 bills to make 5 pounds of money.
That sounds... I would believe that.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
I was having some trouble with my squid.
Do you need assistance with your squid?
In my defense, so in the vanilla game, the boss key puzzles are always the same because they have the same starting position. So if you just memorize the movement, like each one is just like a slightly different twist of the wrist. But all of them are pretty easy and pretty fast and always consistent. This is randomizer. We make things random, and included in the things we make random are the starting positions of the boss key puzzles. So it just gave me a really unfriendly one, and did not want to click into space right there. Oopies.
Yeah, so I still have to go get my harp that Hippie found earlier. And that should be the last thing I need before I can go off and fight the endgame bosses. And I get circles. The answer is no.
Aww.
This is unfortunate.
Alright, time to fight a boss. Will we fight a boss? No, we'll
But
skip a
you will get
cutscene and we're
paid.
done. I did get paid.
We get paid in $1 bills.
I would like my 100 rupees exclusively paid out in Greg's, please.
I think we can make something happen. I'm sure there's some randomizer setting in OOT for that, where every rupee is
Oops,
a
all
Greg.
Gregs.
Oops, all Gregs. Call Jiggy for the next Oops, all special.
We do have a fun tradition in Skyward Sword Randomizer of having a race for tax day every year. It's just like a fun community event. Celebrate tax day with us. I believe last year I made an ad for it that said come pay your taxes in Skyward Sword Randomizer. But this past time we had an optional add-on because the joke is that like there's way too many repors. We just put paying your taxes in the pool. But this last time we made a texture pack that made every rupee look like a rupor until you pick it up. So you gotta go pick up the rupors because you don't know if they're gonna be rupors or not. And Link, like doing that animation that he just did, holding up the gold rupee and going, I got 300 rupees, and holding up a rupor is very funny. So come pay your taxes with us.
Doesn't he put on a disgusted face when he's given a rapport as well?
He does.
Yeah, he does.
He does like a...
Like, I thought I'd caught that.
Yeah, he acts like it's all stinky.
For the record, I have not played Skyward Sword, and I feel bad because it's artistically, like, and aesthetically, it is probably my favorite 3D Zelda.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Because it's like the right mix between Wind Waker's expressiveness and unrealisticness and like Twilight Princess's like grittiness and like Link's proportions and stuff. So like it's like the happy medium between those two games, and that makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to Endgame.
Also, yes, we're gonna fight Girahim 3 and Demise. I will say that while Skyward Sword is like one of my favorite Zelda games, I do feel like there are very valid criticisms as to why people do not like this game.
Oh, I believe it. I think most of those are in a mix of backtracking and motion controls.
Yeah, unfortunately, motion controls do not work for everyone. They work very well for me, though, so I love the combat in this game.
If you do not like motion controls, or the better argument I've heard is that like a lot of people didn't get to play Skyward Sword if you have like any sort of like disability or like if you can only play video games with one hand or anything like that. Skyward Sword can be quite an evil proposition, but Skyward Sword HD has optional button controls, so you can now experience it. Ooh, that wasn't what I wanted to happen. Girahim, are we misbehaving? Oh, I was like,
I think Girahim's a little angry right now.
oh, wait, he didn't drop his sword. Okay, okay, we're just gonna stab you. There's a stun lock. It saves like no time because I have a big old sword, but it is very difficult unless you have True Master Sword. Jim gets to do it for absolutely free.
Yeah. because it's based on how quickly your Skyward Strike can charge up, and the true Master Sword charges up instantly, which the regular Master Sword does not. So
yeah, Jim basically. Oh, I forgot to remove my shield. Oopsies. We'll remove that after. I don't do shield strats, Demise. Here is what is casually thought to be one of the hardest bosses in a Zelda game. It's not that hard, and if you do it a lot.
I mean, isn't that speedrunning in a general sense? It becomes.
I mean, some
things are hard, even if you do them a lot.
Yeah,
but most things become easier. Yeah.
Like a four frame or quadruple frame perfect pit walk in the new Oracle of Ages route.
Do we get double perfect Demise? I love it.
I think
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, time will be coming up soon here, as soon as we're both done with Demise.
And that's it for me. Jim's got one more cycle to go because the first Demise knockdown is fake and you cannot kill him.
And time.
GG.
We finished very close together. That was actually very nice.
We did. That was pretty. Shoutouts to that. That's like honestly one of the things that like we really try to do for co-op runs. That like means that we evenly distributed the work, which always feels good. It means we did good
absolutely.
at doing a partnership, right?
Imagine sharing information efficiently.
Dare I ask, what was our final time? I know it was less than we estimated.
147.21.
Oh my god.
So y'all see that 245 estimate?
When we did these when we did these seeds in practice, we got like 220 and 230.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 245 for like worst possible scenario is like not unheard of when you're averaging 220, 230.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I can check on the tracker how many checks we had left, but it was quite a few.
Yeah, no, that was an incredible, like genuinely absurd seed because like it was a very strong start. And we have Pride in chat saying, "Hey Jim, seed vetting yay or nay in the future?"
I think Pride is making fun of us because the last time we did one of these on Hotfix, we did not opt to get the seed vetted because we were like, what's the worst that can happen? I believe we came in about 20 seconds underestimate. After the first like 20 minutes of the seed were money grinding.
Oh no.
So we got the opposite outcomes there.
Oh my goodness. Y'all have any shout outs you want to make as we start wrapping up for the night?
Jim, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, just shout outs to the Skyward Sword Rando community, all the cool people who develop new features or make like other character or texture mods and stuff like that. Like Pippi's really neat top hat model with black lipstick.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get back on camera for us.
Just get the lipstick and the nail polish there.
And also, I guess if you want to find me, you can Google me. Make sure you get the numbers right. Otherwise, I might not appear, though.
It's true. When you have a username that is otherwise just a word, you might just get a definition instead of anything you're looking for.
You might get an actual gymnast, and that would be a little confusing. Not a speed run. But yeah, I will also say shout outs to Skyward Sword Randomizer community. They're great. They're really welcoming. We're gearing up for another tournament season. If anybody is interested in racing Skyward Sword Randomizer, I do, as mentioned, some organization work for the Skyward Sword Randomizer community. We have like a lot of for funsies, like side stuff as well. If you want something less serious, we have the tax day race, the co-op All Sanity. We had a co-op tournament this year, like, was it a month and a half ago, 2 months ago now, which was really fun. So like, yeah, we have fun. Come hang out with us. And also, like, the community is full of great people who make really amazing things and work really hard on it. So thank you to everyone involved. And thank you so much, Amber, for having us. Also, if you're looking for me, why? But I guess you can look up my name or something. Shrug. Is that close enough?
you should follow both of them. Please follow both of them.